I tried to live and work at over 11,000 feet for 30 days. And I felt it immediately. My resting heart rate jumped from 53 to 61 just sitting at my desk, and it was hard to even find a desk, since most people come here for bike and trekking trips through the mountains.
Comes the story of one man's remarkable journey.
But somehow, this ended up being one of my favorite work setups in all of India. How do you even get to Leh? Do they have an airport? Will you need a permit? Let's answer all your questions, because even getting here is an adventure. There are two ways in, by air or by road. You can fly from Delhi for about 250 round trip, or you can do what I did. I took a 2-day taxi over 400 kilometers through high altitude passes, which is a whole other story on its own. This is my taxi man here. We're going to be going to Leh, Ladakh. One more time.
Yes.
Although I did fly out of Leh after my stay.
Those are some spectacular views.
And I'd recommend most people fly, although it is a once-in-a-lifetime road trip. And the good news is you do not need a permit to come to Leh.
Welcome to Leh.
Yep.
Some places I feel comfortable right away, and Leh was one of them. Although you'll want to come prepared.
There is also dark tunnels.
And with my busy work schedule, I have no idea how I'm going to get the permit to go out and explore the Himalayas. There's a 400-year-old palace above the city, so I had to check it out first thing. Big mistake.
First time I walked my usual brisk pace up here, and pretty sure my heart was about to explode.
Leh sits at 11,500 feet. That's twice as high as the mile-high city. There's 35% less oxygen here than at sea level. So every once in a while, I felt like I needed to take an extra big breath. And that's a real screenshot from my Apple Health. My heart rate went up 12 beats every minute. I'm not a doctor, so all I'll say is, don't push it in the first few days. And I don't think altitude should prevent most people from visiting Leh, because you've got bigger problems to deal with if you want to get any work done here.
I don't know about the temperature. There's no heater in here, and I'm still always wondering, like, I'm gonna be sitting there for like 10 hours a day working. I'm gonna get cold, so.
Everyone I met here was heading out on epic road trips or trekking adventures into the Himalayas. So if you need to get some work done, like me, this presents a big problem. There are no desks. Wait, looks like I found the only one.
Here we have my Airbnb in Leh. We will be here for 1 month. We got some bright sunshine, which is good because it is not too warm here. Quiet street, big bed, chair, TV.
Now I know what you're thinking. Is there Wi-Fi way up there in the mountains? Can I hold video calls? Can I stream Netflix?
Yes, we made it. And I'm here in my hotel room and I'm getting 22 megabits per second on my Wi-Fi speeds. So I'm going to be able to work from this room here in Leh. I'm pretty excited about this Airbnb too. It looks nice, it's clean, it's big. We got big windows, we got a nice desk, warm bed. I don't know about the temperature. Might be having to ask for a heater pretty soon. But aside from that, I'm set up, I'm ready to go.
Plan your trip in the summer, but don't expect it to be hot. Do you need a parka, thermal underwear, a furry Russian-style hat? I avoided a coat by layering up, but you can buy anything you need here, and it's not too overpriced. Although it can get cold in the room. I paid an extra $70 for the heater. Is that a little high? Probably, but it was worth it. And after that, things went smooth in the room.
So I've been staying here for about a month, been getting a ton of work done, sleeping pretty decent here, nice bed.
But the best part of this stay was the location. A 5-minute walk from my guest house was Leh's central market, and it became one of my favorite markets in all of India. There are 3 stories of cafes, Tibetan, Indian, and international restaurants, more bakeries than I expected, and a lot of quirky little shops.
In the market, you'll find many different Tibetan refugee stalls selling all sorts of interesting stuff.
For over 400 years, Leh was a key stop on the old Silk Road. It's the kind of place where you could hear Tibetan, Hindi, Kashmiri, and Turkic languages, all at the same shop, and buy some of the finest cashmere. It's called pashmina, and it's among the softest wool in the world. It's the kind of fabric that ends up as luxury shawls in Paris. or you can buy it here for 200 bucks.
So the Dalai Lama walks into a pizza shop and says, "Can you make me one with everything?"
So chicken thukpa is the main dish here in Leh.
But this isn't just a soup. This is Amdo cuisine, from the region of Tibet where the Dalai Lama was born.
It's a Tibetan chicken soup, although it's better. It's got more spices.
Most of the people running kitchens here descended from refugees who fled Tibet with him. And thousands ended up in Leh, and they brought their recipes with them. Thukpa is one of the Dalai Lama's favorite foods, and it's the chicken soup of the Himalayas.
Round of applause for the Dalai Lama.
If you want to eat like a local, ask for ten tuk. It's hand-pulled, wider noodles. This is what locals eat at home. The restaurants serve thinner noodles in a Chinese style. Also good. I didn't even know there were two styles until right now. But I did know that I was going to be able to do this. Now here's what it cost me. Get a free guide on how to live and work in India when you sign up for my email newsletter. Hello, brother.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, good. Although I'm not sure I'll be able to see that famous high-altitude lake.
So overlooking Leh is this beautiful ancient palace, which we are going to explore right now. One ticket.
When, sir?
Yeah.
So this is Leh Palace, the tallest inhabited building in the world. At the time it was built. It was the only building at 11,000 feet elevation. Home of Ladakh's 400-year royal dynasty. It is 9 stories, over 100 rooms. And get this, it sat empty for 180 years. That's right. The Ladakh royal family walked out after being conquered by a Hindu army from Jammu, and nobody walked back in for more than 4 times my lifespan. And I'm not that young. I kind of get it though. You try climbing 9 stories at 11,000 feet.
So we're at the top of the Leh Palace here. We have 360-degree views. Check this out. One thing I love about India is there are no guardrails. There is another place we're gonna go visit soon. Also has good views from what I hear. Beautiful palace. Would have been beautiful to be the old king of Ladakh.
Now let's take a long, slow walk to the Shanti Stupa.
I've got about half a mile to go to one of the most beautiful places here in Leh. We're gonna see some beautiful views, I'm hoping. Let's do this. You guys are going to the top?
Yeah, we are also trying going to.
Are you living there?
No, we are not
No?
living here.
Okay.
Down there.
You living down there?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Shanti Stupa, which isn't just any Buddhist temple. Aside from the amazing views, this stupa was built by Japanese Buddhist monks in 1991. That's right, not Tibetan, not Indian, Japanese. It's called a Peace Pagoda. There are a few dozen around the world, built to promote world peace and mark 2,500 years of Buddhism. This one is the highest, and the Dalai Lama himself came to inaugurate it.
Here is the main sculpture at the Shanti Stupa in Leh. You can take some beautiful photographs, have some quiet moments here, overlook the town of Leh and also the mountains in the distance. So Ladakh has 30 types of apricots, and apricots are in season right now, which means we got some apricot cheesecake. So for the next spot on our tour, we're gonna go on a little hike up here to check out this monastery. If I make it up, because my shoes are not made for mountain climbing. They're completely without tread. I've wiped out in Srinagar on a hike, so we'll see. We're about to explore the Tsemo monastery. There's a gold-plated Buddha here that we're gonna check out. Hello.
Hello.
How is the monastery? It is good?
Good, very good.
Good? Okay.
Walk slowly.
Okay, yeah.
That sign actually said the Golden Buddha was 3 stories tall. I wonder where it is. Each day a monk walks up here, lights the lamps, and opens the door for people to view the Buddha. I feel like I'm in a movie right now. There's a famous one about a Himalayan monastery, and they spent $18 million in today's money to build one on a sound stage in England. This is the real thing.
And here, my friends, we have the best view, in my opinion, in Leh. It's got a lot of competition though. There's our castle, or the palace. We got the market right there. We got the Shanti Stupa.
And here's the thing I didn't notice until right now. The market where the people work is at the bottom. The palace where the kings live is above it, and the monastery sits above them. In Ladakh, the spiritual life is built higher than the king. Never did find that big Buddha though. Just this little one.
This place isn't for the people who are scared of heights. There's no guardrails as you're walking up. But it's been good for contemplating my time here in Leh. Good ending spot, watching the sun go down, watching the shadows go over the town. You can picture being a monk up in one of these high towers, achieving the ultimate enlightenment. If you want more tours here in India, click the like button. That really helps me out a lot. If you want to subscribe for more.
I can't help but feel a little guilty though. I never made it out of Leh, never rented a bike, never figured out the permit, never saw the lake from that epic movie.
No,
No?
no, I'm too shy to be on the blog.
Too shy?
Yeah,
Okay, no
yeah,
problem.
that's Pangong for you.
When you're that close to something that beautiful, it hurts to know you missed it, even after a month of this.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. Hope, be careful.
Fortunately, if you keep going, that feeling passes pretty quick.
Market this way. Goodbye.
Guess I'll have to come back and do a bike trip with friends.